What is up, everyone? It's DV, and we're back in the Halloween update. If you missed my how-to video, my initial guide on my main channel, definitely check that out before you watch this one. It does kind of give you an overview, although we're going to be digging in a little deeper on this one, so you can just watch this if you want. But as I promised, I'd be showing you the new cat. Check this out. This is the egg for the new cat pet. I also have the Wraith here. Here's the Wraith plushie. It's so tiny in my hands. It looks really cool. I like that mask. That's actually really neat. That should be UGC. So if you're just catching up with the Islands update, they have this new Halloween event. They are also going to be adding, probably this coming week, they're going to be adding some new items. At least that's what they said last week. So I don't know if that's going to be the case still, but maybe we're still going to get something. That'd be really cool if we did. So first up, I just want to show you some progress here on my achievements. So as you know, inside the event section here, if you scroll all the way down, there's 3 achievements you can get for this event. So there's the Spooky Collection. This is the one I'm working on. I have, obviously, the cat spawn egg. I got 1 out of 1 for that. And then I only have 1 out of 3 for the Wraith boss plushie, which is going to take me quite a while to get. But as part of that reward, we're going to get 250 tickets. Although I got to say, I don't really care about the tickets as much as I care about that AP. Look at 50 AP for that. That's going to bump me up pretty nicely. So right here, there's also Mansion Mayhem. I already completed this one. You just have to participate in the Haunted Mansion event 25 times. It doesn't say you need to beat it that many times. It just means you have to participate. So if you just kind of like AFK that, if that's too hard for you, you can do that. You get 25 trophies here. And then, of course, if you kill the Wraith boss 20 times, you get 50 AP for that, and then 150 tickets. So 300 tickets for free, pretty much. Now, I'm working on getting 2 more of these guys. It is 450 tickets per plushie. So obviously, I need 900 tickets. I only have 160, so I need like 740 more. It's going to take me a moment. So I'm going to show you what the cat looks like in a little bit. We're going to save that for a couple runs. First, I want to show you how this event works and give you some tips on completing it very quickly. Hey, look, I'm a noob now. That's great. That's very reflective of what I feel like today. So, first up, you want to come back to this graveyard. Most people know how to do it. You're just going to dig in there for the charm. But you can come up here, run over the building, jump over that green wall, and that's going to save you probably about like maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds. It depends on how fast people load in. If people load in slowly, then it's going to possibly save you like 15 seconds or so. You're going to come over here. You're going to talk to the hooded guy. Ideally, someone else is going to be digging over there. Most people know how to do this by now, so you can pretty much just hang out here unless you see people like catching up to you. If all the other players are running up to you, then you know there's a problem. So just wait for them to dig for the heirloom, talk to the stranger when it says to talk to them, and the gates are going to open. Now we come over here and just run towards the mansion. And once you're inside the mansion, first thing I like to do is it's kind of a glitch, okay? It is a reasonable glitch, though. It's not like hacking. It's just a reasonable glitch until the devs fix it. But if you don't want to have to do the candle thing, so typically speaking, you're going to have to like look at all the notes and stuff to figure out like which candles should be lit or not. I'll show you that real quick before I show you how to glitch it. But you see right here, this read the note. This means it should be lit, so red should be lit. And then if you see a note without that flame, then it should be extinguished. And so when you come in here, if you're doing the note, style where you go around looking for notes, like this one should be off, and then the red should be on, like that. So you could do it that way. I like to just do this and just kind of move your camera into here so you can kind of see this, and then hit F. And then it's going to take the unidentified potion. So we collected that, and then we got to collect the cursed book and the iridescent flower. So to get the book, just come over here, open the door. You're going to turn these things as fast as you can. You got to turn this one all the way around like that. Do this one. Boom, they light up. Go to the back room, grab the book. There's also in here, if you're doing the candle thing, you have to complete the book before you do the candles, or else you're going to be missing this note. But you have to get the book first out of all those. And then you come over here. You're going to add all the missing ingredients to the altar. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go ahead and add the ingredients real quick. But where they found the flower is you come all the way to this last room, and you have to use your pickaxe to kind of break this. And then the flower is under here. So that's where the flower is. You can also find some notes here. Now, I did mention I was going to read the lore because during my initial update video, I didn't read any of the lore, and that's kind of like an interesting thing to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go downstairs real quick, and we're going to look at the first lore note. I think there's one down here. If not, then we'll just go back upstairs. I think there might be, though. No. Okay, so let's go back upstairs. We're going to read the lore. So we're going to go to the library first. Here's the first letter here. And it says, I have never in my life experienced something as evil as this entity. It tricked me into believing it was just another soul needing help getting past the veils of this world. Obviously, it wasn't true, and I was naive enough to have believed it. This misstep caused me to lose the lives of my loved ones. The entity took everything dear to me before I managed to capture it. Then I spent the next decade researching the goal and history of this entity. I am leaving this note behind to warn you of its intent. The entity needs to collect a certain amount of souls to harness their energy. He can use the energy to break out of the binding that keeps it tethered to this house and book. Luckily, the entity has yet to be able to ever be free for long enough in the world to make its goal. If you did let the entity out, you must put it back in between the veil of the world as soon as possible before the entity gets to you. This entity can be very manipulative and will play on your emotions. It likes to drive people crazy. Be wary and please do not let it out. So that's one of the notes. And then there's a note right here. It has been a year since I moved into this historic house with my family. Among all the intriguing things about this place, I've been researching the strange iridescent flowers that grow on this property. I haven't been able to trace their origin or scientific name yet. It seems they're a mystery or so rare that they haven't been adequately discovered. One of the many strange things about these plants is they only grow on this property. I have not seen any signs of them in the property surrounding this one anywhere in this town. Oh no, they already completed it. I wonder what's so particular about the soil on the property that makes it a perfect environment for this scarce flower. The other strange thing I have noticed is that the flower becomes immortal once plucked from the plant. If left on the plant, it will eventually wither and make room. I'm gonna have to requeue and watch this. The strange quality is fascinating. It seems scientifically impossible. As a genealogist, I would like to further study this plant to discover the quality that makes it immortal. Genealogist. Really? I don't know if that's the right, is that the right study? Hello, reader. Beware, this book is not a plaything. I am the author of this book, and it was not my intention to create this evil. Still, it was done out of the necessity containing this entity resides in the property. Do not use this book in any capacity. It is an instrument of destruction. You have been warned. Nice. There's so many notes in this game. It's hard because everyone's completing it before I can, like, actually read. Is there a note in here? The spell written by James Edward Johnson is extremely dangerous and should not be tampered with. I wish I had heeded the warning myself as I let out an evil so corrupt that it took the lives of my loved ones before I could contain it. This book is meant to contain the evil that grazes this property. Without it, the entity will roam property freely and consume everything alive. The only way to stop this entity will be to eliminate it entirely from existence. This one, be wary, stay inside the ritual circle as it protects you from any foul play the entity might attempt. It is essential to remember that the entity likes to play with your emotions and manipulate you to reach its own objective. Regardless of what it might say or promise, this entity is not your friend. Dude, that's very ominous. Let's check this one over here. There's a note right here. Dear Diary, I think my parents have finally started acknowledging that I can interact with ghosts and I'm not just crazy. It is a massive relief as for the longest time, I believe that it was all in my head too. This ability has been a blessing and a curse, but mostly a curse so far, not because of the malicious intent of the ghosts, but because of how people perceive me. The spirits, though mostly just want to help, a guiding hand, they're lost and sometimes I think I am too. I didn't really understand this before. I felt like they wanted to harm me, but the more time I spent learning to embrace the voices instead of being scared of them, the more I realized they needed my help. There is a particular spirit in this house that seems to be in a lot of pain. I'm trying my best to help her, but something feels wrong. I'm not sure if this is just my fear manifesting or if there's something, in fact, that I should be afraid of. I shall keep you updated. Thank you for listening. Or I gotta go again so we can read this final note. And then I'll give you some tips on beating the Wraith. All right, so we got one more note to read. It's up here. I saw it in this room. And let's go ahead and read it real quick. When I first moved to this land, I was 11 years old and faced a lot of difficulty trying to fit in with the locals. A struggle I eventually got over as I adjusted more to this island's culture. Sometimes, though, it is still hard for me to feel like I belong here or even back home where I was born. Most people don't warn you about this feeling of displacement when you first move. I was lucky enough to have a big family, which allowed me to never feel lonely, although I do not regret the choice my parents made for me to move to this land. I appreciate their sacrifice as it allowed my daughters to have their better future. I wished with all my heart that my daughters would not have to face the same sense of not belonging, but alas, my prayers have been unanswered. Anna especially faces rejection from most people because of her strange nature. Her loneliness is one of the reasons why we moved, so I could give all three of the girls a fresh start, although the oldest two were resentful towards me for snatching away everything they had known. I could not just sit here and watch Anna being constantly alienated by the small community in which we lived. I have attempted to impart the importance of family onto my daughters to teach them that no matter what happens, they will always have each other to lean on. I gifted them them with matching necklaces as a symbol of their connection. Hopefully they learn to cherish the unique connection as they get older. So I think that's all of the notes. Let's see. I think we read all of them. You know, I really like that Island, you know, finally added some lore to the game though. It's really cool. Oh, we gotta add everything to the, yeah, they already got it. Cool. So as far as being able to beat this Wraith pretty easily, just come over to this. It looks like this guy's also got the strat. Looks like everyone here already knows it. But if you don't know it, just stand on this cauldron here, or lantern, what do you want to call it? It looks like a cauldron. And you can pretty much just kill him from here, and he's not really going to hit you. Sometimes he does do a little bit of knockback, but for the most part, he doesn't hit you. If he is knocking you back, just kind of move, you know, a little bit, and you should be good. We almost have like 50%, and I've got pretty much full HP still. Now, at some point, he's going to spawn these guys. Just go out here, kill them real quick. They're pretty easy to kill. And then you're just going to go back to the original spawn here, come back here, and then he's going to spawn where he was, and you're just going to kill him. It's pretty straightforward, dude. This is the speed run. So you can complete this. If you have a good group, you can complete this within, I would say, maybe 5 minutes tops, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know. I haven't really timed it, but I'm pretty sure it's like very, very little. Because look at, he's draining his HP so fast. Like, we're almost done. Boom. We're pretty much done. Just come over here afterwards, you know, burn the brooch, and you're good. And we get 50. Now, as far as the ticket amounts, this does scale depending on your performance. So this basically means I did max damage. It is ranked by whoever does the most damage, and it is ranked from 50 to 40 to 30 to 20. And if you only one tap them like I did earlier, because I was trying to read the notes, you only get like 4. It's like a consolation for at least doing a tiny bit. It's like your participation trophy, okay? So now that you've seen all of that and we read all the lore and such, let's get back to the main zone here. I'm going to show you the kitten. We need to get the kitten. Looks like you got to go back to your island for that. So let's go back. All right, let's go ahead and spawn the cat. There we go. It says naming. Man, that is one chunky cat, dude. That is a chunky cat. We should call him Mr. Chunky. Dude, he is a big cat. I expected like a little tiny little cat. He's huge. He's like a tiger. Bro, look how huge he is. He's huge. He's cool though. Like, I like it. That's really cool. It's got to be like one of the coolest looking pets. Like compared to my little guys, like watch. I'm going to show you. Let's go pull out like one of the other pets. So let's do like the little Bufflecore guy. Dude, look how tiny he is. Let's pull out the pet again. Let's pull out the cat. Boom. Huge. He's huge. So yeah, and then we also have the Wraith. Let's go ahead and place the Wraith down. There he is. Oh, look at, he's got like cool glowing eyes. Anyway, that's going to be it for us. And yeah, I am working on a new island. Don't worry. I just have to destroy this. I was still thinking about like having someone else design it or build on it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have some ideas. I'm just kind of still cooking. You know, it's like I got to be like fully committed, ready to do like a week's worth of building pretty soon. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.